Thank you very much. Of course, I expect COP28 to begin by evaluating on the agreements that COP27 agreed on at Sharm el-Sheikh. I don't expect a diversion. And so far, I think is good. They have allowed us to negotiate as Africa, as a bloc, and I am seeing Africa coming up with the same voice. And I hope that the last text will take care of the issues of African countries, especially when it comes to phasing out of fossil fuel, where Africa does not accept the phasing out, would rather go with phasing down. And even in phasing down, we want to do it in a phased manner where developing countries are allowed to continue with the development of their fossil fuel, of course, taking care of low carbon emissions, because there is technology now that we are able to use. And the countries like Uganda, we've come up with laws that will not allow flaring of gas or venting of gas. So we are developing our petroleum products following the low carbon pathways that we agreed upon. So we hope that, on the other hand, the commitments for adaptation funds that will be brought on the agenda, because adaptation is very critical, especially for Africa, where we keep on saying that Africa has not been emitting, to the level of the global north. So we need to be listened to be given money, not in terms of loans, but in terms of grants, so that we can do the adaptation and make sure that we really move towards low emission. We are grateful that COP28 provided many countries with pavilions, and a lot of activities have been taking place at our Ugandan pavilion, where we have addressed different groups on the opportunities that we have and the plans that we have regarding adaptation on climate change and mitigation of climate change effects. We also discussed many issues regarding agricultural practices. We discussed many issues regarding the opportunities for investment in Ugandan oil and gas, and also we launched the Uganda's energy transition plan. And in the energy transition plan, one thing glaringly came out, where we are emphasizing the need to transit from using charcoal and firewood for cooking to using low carbon emission cooking technologies. But also for those who are already connected with electricity, we are promoting clean cooking or e-cooking. And this is very, very prominent in our energy transition plan. So we were able to launch this plan at our pavilion, and we had a lot of investors who are interested in coming down to Uganda to bring the technology that we need in e-cooking or clean cooking. First of all, it is important to know that Uganda's energy mix is comprised of renewable energy. We have energy from hydropower, which is clean energy. We also generate power from sun, solar power, and wind. We also have potential for geothermal and nuclear. All those are sources of clean power. So when people talk about transition for Uganda, we want to transit from using charcoal for cooking, from using firewood for cooking, to using liquefied petroleum gas or electricity. Otherwise, our energy mix is clean. Uganda is comprised of clean energy. So our point is to increase generation of this energy, this clean energy, and then transmit it and distribute it so that the country's access to electricity moves from 58%, where we are standing now, to at least 80% by 2025 or 100% by 2030. And we are planning to increase generation our generation capacity from 2,000 megawatts to 52,341 megawatts by 2040. And by 2040, we shall expect those who have been cooking using charcoal and firewood, to the percentage will have risen from 15% as we stand now to maybe 100%, because we shall be having electricity distributed in most of the parts of the country. But we also call for affordable finances, which we can use to generate this electricity, such that we have affordable electricity. The end user tariff, if it's not low, it can be a deterrent from those who want to use electricity for cooking. So Uganda wants to see her forests coming up. Once you provide clean cooking, that means people will stop cutting down trees. Those who have been looking for charcoal, those who have been burning charcoal, and those who have been looking for firewood. Once you provide this clean cooking facility, then the carbon sinks in terms of forests in Uganda will be rejuvenated. Uganda used to be very clean, but now when we cut down trees in search for cooking facilities, then we are reducing the carbon capture sinks.